All right, now that Halloween is over, the holiday season is just weeks away, and this time of the year is full of fun activities and seeing family and friends, but it also has a lot of stress. So how do we deal with this? This morning, licensed mental health counselor Shantala Boss is here with some advice. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so tell us, why is this time of the year so stressful for a lot of us?
Well, it's stressful because of the expectations that we culturally and as a family put on ourselves. There's also a lot of stress due to money and shopping and, going to those parties that we feel we need to be at. So a lot of it has to do with the expectations and what our plan is for the season. So really setting that ahead of time is really what's important to help manage holiday stress.
Okay, so managing those boundaries and those expectations ahead of time, what should we do once we start to feel anxious or stressed out?
Really, it's taking an inventory of where we're at and figuring out where we can possibly set boundaries. I like to tell people, let's set a list of, what do we have to do and what can wait. And as we get done what we have to do, we can take on more if we're able. But if we're not, that is okay. And giving us permission, giving ourselves permission that we don't have to do it all, setting us small goals and small steps, and also staying away from comparison. Social media, a lot of times, we see the highlights of people's lives and we think that they're doing it all, and realizing that that's not true. Everyone has their own stress and has to set their own boundaries, and it's okay to step back and take a break.
Yeah, let's hope that we see some of those pictures of a sink full of dishes and all the other stuff that goes with making that picture perfect image. All right, so if people start to get overwhelmed, how can they maintain a realistic way of staying calm?
Well, it's really talking to our family members about what are the expectations of discussion. Maybe we can have some themes of what we want to talk about, or maybe we can have some conversations that we want to stay on. A lot of times we get overwhelmed when there's a lot of differing personalities in the room, and maybe some old family drama comes up or politics comes up. So we want to stay away from those topics, and we want to focus on positive things, having a theme, playing games, and really just enjoying each other, and really making sure that we take the time to spend time and enjoy each other. And that's what the holidays are really about. It's not the over commercialization and all the other things that we think we're supposed to do.
Okay, no, that's really good to consider. I was just looking at the calendar the other day. There's almost something happening almost every weekend just for me. I can't imagine everybody else, and I have a hard time saying no. I want to be there for everyone. I want to see everyone, but sometimes it ends up stressing me out in the process. How can we get better at saying no politely?
Well, it's really looking at what are the priorities. It's recommended 2 or 3 for personal life activities and 2 or 3 for professional. So where are we at? What are the priorities? What do we have to do? And then where can we step back and take a break? People really are understanding, and we don't have to go to all the ugly sweater competitions. We don't have to make casseroles for everyone. We really can just focus on having quality over quantity, because that's really where it counts. And when we need to, taking time out for ourselves, scheduling those times, if we need to go for a walk, take a bath, just enjoy being present and being in the moment, and realizing that it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay, we only have a few seconds left. When it comes to shopping for gifts, how can we make sure that we aren't breaking the bank and getting stressed out?
Well, starting early is a good thing. A lot of things are in shortage, so we definitely want to focus on starting early right now. And, just making those special gifts, putting thought and time into it. It doesn't have to be super expensive. It can be something someone mentioned years ago, or it can be something they need right now. But it really isn't about the gift. It's about the thought. It's about being with each other. And especially after COVID and all that's going on, just really focusing on that, being together.
That's the whole point of this time of the year. Thank you so much for this advice. It's all great stuff. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, 8:19 right now. Let's get a check of our forecast. Kellyanne.